Hello, I'm Agnes Leung from Hong Kong, and I'm very excited to share this research on behalf of Professor Elizabeth Tam, Gary Wong, all co-authors, and the Allergy Prevention Committee of the World Allergy Organization. While landmark trials like the LEAP and the PETITE studies prove that early allergen introduction can reduce food allergy, translating this science into clinical practice has been highly complex. The standardized one-size-fits-all guidelines are failing to address the real-world cultural and clinical realities. So this study sets out to discover how guidelines are actually being implemented by healthcare professionals worldwide. To investigate, the World Allergy Organization Allergy Prevention Committee distributed a 10-question survey translated into 7 languages. We gathered data from 731 healthcare professionals across 80 countries, spanning pediatric allergists, adult specialists, general practitioners, and allied health professionals, specifically evaluating their real-world recommendation for introduction of allergenic solids. Using unsupervised machine learning, we identify 2 different clinical phenotypes. In cluster A, which represents a proactive early introduction cohort, clinicians constantly recommended peanut introduction at the median age of 6 months. In contrast, cluster B represented a highly conservative, delayed introduction cohort. For high-risk infants, these clinicians recommended peanut introduction at the median age of 18 months, and even later for tree-nut at a median of 23 months. This reveals a profound 12-month practice gap in guideline adoption globally. Our analyses show that geography and specialty are the key drivers of this variation. First, look at geography. North American clinicians recommend earliest peanut introduction for high-risk infants averaging 5 months. But in Asia, the recommended average was 12 months, a significant regional practice gap. This geographic variation may be due to a number of factors, one of which is tied to local epidemiological differences. North America has higher baseline peanut allergy rates, making guidelines more relevant. But in Asia, we see a lower baseline peanut allergy rate, leading to more cautious clinical stances. Second, consider the clinical specialty. Pediatric and dual-trained allergists globally recommending introducing peanut much earlier than non-allergists. The specialty gaps is most significant in Europe. This tells us that guideline dissemination has penetrated specialist allergist network, but is lagging significantly behind in general pediatric and primary care sectors. As shown in this table from our paper, there is a clear stepwise delay as we move from academic centers to the community. While tertiary specialists and secondary care align more closely on peanut introduction timing, primary care and allied community health providers labeled as others delay peanut introduction to a more highly conservative months. We also observe clear asymmetry across allergen types. Stronger LCT evidence may have unified eggs and peanut recommendations, while limited evidence has left allergens like soy, wheat, and fish highly variable. So to close this food allergy prevention gap that exists globally, we must remember that guidelines aren't enough. We need active region-specific implementation plans. Guideline must adapt to local allergy prevalence and clinical needs, and we must support primary care and community clinicians with simpler clinical tools. Thank you. Please feel free to scan the QR code, read our full paper published in Allergy, and feel free to reach out for any questions and discussions.